Someone has inferior character if they constantly say these four things. Our daily conversations are like trails of breadcrumbs, revealing bits and pieces of who we are. While appearance might offer a first impression, it's our words that truly paint a detailed portrait. Certain phrases used habitually can serve as warning signs. If someone constantly utters these red flag sentences, it might be wise to take a step back and reevaluate the dynamic. Remember, strong relationships, both personal and professional, are built on a foundation of good character. Trust and respect are essential ingredients, and these are often eroded by negativity or dishonesty. So, the next time you find yourself in conversation, pay close attention. A person's speech can be a powerful tool, offering insights into their values, intentions, and even their emotional intelligence. By being mindful of these verbal cues, you can navigate your interactions with greater clarity and choose to invest your time and energy in those who truly deserve it. 1. Full of negative energy. We all know that person, the one whose conversations are like a relentless downpour, each sentence a dark cloud threatening to burst. It's almost like a haunting echo of that psychologist's warning. A chronically negative self-image can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, a suffocating prison of your own making. Recently, I had a conversation with a friend that epitomized this dynamic. It felt like they were conducting a one-man symphony of discontent, each note a fresh grievance. Work was a Kafkaesque nightmare. Colleagues were like thorns in their side, and well-meaning attempts by family to set them up only added to the awkwardness. As if that wasn't enough, a rent hike added another layer of stress to their already overflowing cup. And to top it all off, social media, that carefully curated highlight reel of others' lives, only fueled the flames of envy. By the end of our conversation, I felt like I'd been emotionally steamrolled, depleted, and questioning my own sunny outlook. There's a certain truth to the adage that misery loves company. Some people seem to take that to heart, transforming themselves into human garbage trucks, overflowing with negativity and spewing it out at everyone in their path. In this case, my friend was definitely behind the wheel of one such truck that day. Their negativity was contagious, threatening to infect my own perspective. Life, by its very nature, is a roller coaster ride. We all experience setbacks, frustrations, and moments where the world seems determined to throw lemons our way. But the key to happiness isn't about the lemons themselves. It's about how we choose to make lemonade. Instead of getting stuck in a rut of negativity, a more empowering approach is to focus on solutions and positive change. It's about cultivating an optimistic mindset, a lens that allows us to see possibilities even amidst challenges. Remember, optimism isn't about blind denial of reality. It's about acknowledging the difficulties while simultaneously believing in our ability to overcome them. It's the unwavering belief that even the darkest night eventually gives way to dawn. Here's the thing: negativity is a drag, not just on our own spirits, but on those around us. It creates a ripple effect, poisoning the well of positivity and hindering our ability to navigate life's inevitable storms. On the other hand, optimism is a force multiplier. It energizes us, fuels our creativity, and strengthens our resilience. It allows us to see the silver lining, to find humor in the mundane, and to approach challenges with a sense of possibility. It's the foundation for building strong relationships, fostering collaboration, and achieving our goals, So let's make a conscious effort to ditch the negativity and embrace the power of optimism. Let's surround ourselves with positive influences, nurture a hopeful outlook, and cultivate a growth mindset. By doing so, we can not only create a more fulfilling life for ourselves, but also inspire those around us to do the same. After all, a world brimming with optimism is a world brimming with possibility. 2. Deceptive words and actions. Authenticity, a cornerstone of healthy relationships, thrives on honesty and transparency. It's the fertile ground where trust flourishes. Unfortunately, the world isn't always filled with straightforward interactions. Lurking beneath the surface can be individuals who operate with a different playbook, a strategy built on duplicity and veiled agendas. Early in my professional journey, I crossed paths with a colleague who epitomized this brand of inauthenticity. Our occasional lunches morphed into gossip fests. He'd dispense friendly advice, disguised as thinly veiled negativity about our colleagues. One day's villain became the next day's lunch buddy, their laughter echoing through the cafeteria. Whispers circulated about him being the true source of the office gossip, a master puppeteer pulling strings from the shadows. When confronted, he'd adopt a mask of innocence, vehemently denying his role in the rumor mill. This inconsistency, the stark contrast between his words and actions, was a glaring red flag. These social chameleons are a reality we must navigate, both in personal and professional settings. They don active personas, presenting a friendly exterior that masks a deceitful core. Unaware of their true nature, we can be easily misled by their sugary words and superficial charm. Engaging with such individuals can be a recipe for heartache and a poisoned work environment. They thrive on manipulating situations and sow discord amongst colleagues. So, how do we avoid getting tangled in their web of deceit? The first step is maintaining a healthy dose of skepticism. Don't take everything at face value. Observe a person's actions, how they behave towards others, not just how they treat you. Are their words consistent with their deeds? Do they gossip behind people's backs, but fawn over them in public? This incongruence is a telltale sign of a two-faced personality. Remember, trust is earned, not freely given. When someone's words and actions consistently contradict each other, it's a clear signal to proceed with caution. By maintaining a healthy distance from such individuals, you can protect yourself from unnecessary drama and negativity. Furthermore, surrounding yourself with genuine people who value honesty and transparency fosters a more positive and productive environment. Building strong relationships with those who share your values creates a support system that can help you navigate even the most complex social situations. Ultimately, life is a journey filled with diverse encounters. By developing your ability to discern genuine connections from those veiled in deceit, you empower yourself to cultivate a more positive and enriching social landscape. 3. Blaming others and undermining others. Have you ever encountered someone who seems to possess an uncanny ability to dodge responsibility? When the chips are down and projects go south, they seamlessly deflect blame, their vocabulary overflowing with phrases like, "not my fault," and "I had nothing to do with it." Conversely, when success beckons and accolades are flying, they're the first to grab the metaphorical microphone and bask in the limelight like a shameless spotlight hog. These individuals are masters of the blame game, a toxic dynamic that can erode trust, sabotage teamwork, and ultimately hinder your own professional growth. There's a scene in the TV show Ode to Joy that exemplifies this manipulative behavior. Mishwar, a character seemingly skilled in the arts of deflection, throws a colleague, Guanyer, under the bus. When Mishwar falls ill and needs help to finish a crucial project on which Guanyer had already diligently completed the first half, Guanyer selflessly steps up to the plate. He finishes the remaining portion and submits the report under his name. Unfortunately, the project contains an error buried within Mishwar's initial work. Instead of owning up to her mistake and taking responsibility, Mishwar resorts to a classic blame-shifting tactic. She throws Guanyer to the wolves, claiming he did the entire project and deflecting any potential criticism onto him. Their manager, lacking context and fueled by frustration, falls prey to Mishwar's manipulation. He lays the blame solely on Guanyer, demanding a self-criticism letter for a mistake he didn't make. Meanwhile, Mishwar feigns illness to avoid responsibility, leaving Guanyer to handle the fallout. He fetches her medicine, worries about her well-being, and essentially does her job on top of his own. In the end, Guanyer even allows her to leave early and rest. How does Mishwar repay his kindness? By deflecting all blame for the project's error onto him. A textbook example of a credit-stealing culprit in action. This scenario beautifully illustrates a key point. A person's true character is often revealed in how they handle responsibility, both for their actions and for their mistakes. Mishwar's attempt to shift blame exposes not only a hypocritical and deceitful nature, but also a deep lack of integrity. As the saying goes, trust shouldn't be blindly given, but neither should we be naive. Building friendships or professional relationships with individuals who consistently deflect blame is a risky proposition. They're the type who might not hesitate to stab you in the back when it suits their agenda, readily sacrificing your well-being for personal gain. So, how do we navigate these situations and avoid getting entangled in the blame game? The first step is to cultivate a healthy dose of skepticism. Don't take everything at face value. Observe a person's actions, how they behave towards others, not just how they treat you in the moment. Are they quick to point fingers when things go wrong? Do they consistently take credit for work they haven't done? This behavior is a glaring red flag, a sign that you might be dealing with a credit-stealing culprit. Finally, remember that surrounding yourself with genuine people who value accountability and teamwork fosters a more positive and productive environment. Building strong relationships with those who share your values creates a support system that can help you navigate even the most complex professional situations. By developing your ability to discern genuine connections from those veiled in self-interest and blame-shifting tactics, you empower yourself to cultivate a more positive and enriching professional landscape. Fourth, taking advantage of others and speaking empty words. Genuine connection thrives on a foundation of reciprocity. It's a beautiful dance where both parties invest in the relationship, offering support and kindness, while also being receptive to others' needs. Unfortunately, life isn't always filled with these balanced interactions. Sometimes, we encounter individuals who seem to operate under a different set of rules. A transactional approach where relationships are viewed solely through the lens of personal gain. These are the people who bombard you with an endless stream of requests, their vocabulary overflowing with phrases like, "need your help," and "can you do me a favor?" Imagine a never-ending barrage of requests, a promotional blurb for a new store, a free hospitality package during a visit to your city, or tutoring for their child since you have extra time anyway. These one-sided demands can create a strain on any relationship. It's important to remember that healthy connections are built on mutual respect and a willingness to give and take. As the saying goes, no one owes anyone anything in this world. This concept of reciprocity finds resonance in the writings of Zheng An, a historical figure who identified 9 types of people to avoid. Among them are those who habitually take advantage of others. Zheng An emphasizes the importance of treating others with fairness and avoiding exploiting their talents or resources for personal gain. While these individuals might not be inherently malicious, their self-serving behavior reveals a character flaw. Their charm and flattery are conditional, blossoming only when you offer them something of value. The moment you cease to be a useful resource, their interest in the relationship seems to vanish entirely. Engaging with such people can be emotionally draining and ultimately lead to resentment. So, how do we navigate these one-sided dynamics? The key lies in cultivating healthy boundaries. Learn to politely decline requests that leave you feeling taken advantage of. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your well-being and resources, but it's not just about saying no. Actively seek out individuals who value genuine connection and reciprocity. These are the people who enrich your life by offering their time, support, and kindness without expecting anything in return. They understand the importance of emotional balance in relationships and are willing to invest their energy in fostering a mutually beneficial connection. Building strong relationships with those who share your values creates a support system that can help you navigate even the most complex social situations. By developing your ability to discern genuine connections from those veiled in self-interest, you empower yourself to cultivate a more positive and enriching social landscape. Ultimately, life is a journey filled with diverse encounters. Some connections will be fleeting exchanges, while others will blossom into deep and meaningful friendships. By learning to identify and avoid one-sided relationships, and by actively fostering connections built on reciprocity, you can create a social circle that brings joy, support, and a sense of belonging to your life. The tiny things, the way someone treats a stranger or handles a mess, can tell you a lot about them. And how do they use their words? That whispers volumes about their emotional wisdom. So when we meet new people, let's keep our ears and eyes peeled for these clues. Because a person's character is the bedrock of their actions. We should choose to surround ourselves with those who will lift us up and who will inspire us to be better versions of ourselves. Who will we become? That's the question. May the people you invite into your life be filled with integrity and kindness. Like and subscribe for more. Wishing you all the happiness in the world.